what is going on, Poke fans? Welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Breloom deck, post-rotation build, pre-dawn strike for 1 energy card, 1 grass energy, 30 plus if your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep. This attack does 90 more damage. And what is really cool about this deck is definitely that Fluffy Pillow ability Mareep, which says that once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, you might leave your opponent's active Pokemon asleep. And then with the Slumbering Forest being in play, if a Pokemon is asleep, its owner needs to flip 2 coins instead of the 1 for that special condition between turns. If either of them is a tails, that Pokemon is still asleep. So really good combination. Other than that, there is Among Us with the Bursting Spores ability, which says that whenever you play a Pokemon that has a Spore attack, in this case, when we place Breloom from our hand to our Shramish, we can leave our opponent's active Pokemon asleep and poison. Other than that, there's the Ansi for the damage increasement, 1 copy of Absol for the Dark Ambition basic retreat increasement, 1 copy of Ditto, 1 copy of Mew with the bench barrier, and 1 Tapu Fini with that natural wave attack for the Ultra Beast, Blacephalon counter, and that's it from the Pokemon lineup. 19 Pokemons in total, 33 trainer cards, and 8 energies. From the trainer cards, I'm running 4 copies of Custom Catcher for the setup, Pokemon Search and Energy Search, 4 copies of Netball and Pokemon Communication. Additionally, 2 copies of Reset Stamp, 3 of each Switch, Slumbering Forest, and a Skateboard. There are actually 8 Drow supporters, 4 copies of Cynthia, 2 copies of Erica's Hospitality, and 2 copies of Titan Liza, including 1 copy of Brogue Squid and 1 Lusami as a tech, and running 8 basic energy cards. Overall, very consistent deck list. I really like it. And the only things that I would probably consider replacing, because I already recorded some video footage, I would probably just remove 1 of each Switch and a Skateboard, additionally adding 2 Titan Lizas, because with the Titan Liza, I also have ability to switch, but also to shuffle my hand into my deck and then draw 5 additionally cards, which sometimes can be much more useful than having extra Switch or a Skateboard in hand. So this is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos if you already didn't. So see you in the game. Alright, so who's going to start first? We shall see after my opponent decides, because he won the coin flip. So starting second, and starting with a Ditto Absol. Interesting. Let's go. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I do have Switch in my hand, so with whatever Pokemon I choose to start with, I can always switch back to the another one. Alright, so what the heck is this? Marshadow and Machamp GX. Counter gain, energy attachment. Alright, so what do I have? 2 copies of Netball or Reset Stamp, 1 copy of Switch, and Among Us. Not the best opening hand in the world, but still, it could be even worse. At least those 2 Netballs will allow me to set up at least properly, so that's something. I'm gonna go for the Fungus, and other than that, I'm looking forward to use maybe a Shramish, so I can keep Ditto for evolution into something else, and I'm gonna retreat onto the Absol, attach 1 energy, and basically pass my turn for now. So no sign of the Mareep, no sign of the Drow support, meaning that the only thing that I can do is basically retreat onto the Absol, who can actually absorb the pressure from the Revenge, even due to the weakness. And for the next turn, I have Among Us, so I can evolve my Among Us to Fungus. Then I can just reset stamp my opponent in hand, which I really don't want to do. There's a Misdrevious on the other side of the field as well. And Revenge. What the heck? Oh, actually... oh, he have the Yancy. Alright. That work. That work pretty well. So, there's a Mungus. There's Reset Stamp. And I'm good to go with a Custom Catcher for 3. Otherwise, if I didn't top deck Custom Catcher, probably I wouldn't do that. Erika's Hospitality. Alright, I can draw a little bit more cards. Yeah, still... yeah, I mean, my opponent, active Pokemon will be asleep. There's the energy to be attached somewhere. I'm thinking about attaching energy to my Amoonguss, to be honest. But I'm not gonna do that for now. Actually, just gonna do this and pre-down strike for 120. So he needs to flip 2 times coin flip in order to wake up. And if he flip one of them as a tails, he won't wake up. Which basically means that without switch, next turn this Marshadow will be knocked out. And that's a really good thing. So there's a martial art dojo and acrobike as well. So if I can take 3 prize card advantage in the early stage of the game, that's gonna be awesome. But again, if he can somehow switch and remove that tag team Marshadow and Machamp GX, oh, there's a Super Scoop up, and he managed to flip the hands on the coin flip. Alright, that will change things a little bit. Energy attachment. So he can hit 430 to one of my Pokemon anywhere. Meaning he can snipe Ditto on the bench. Counter gain a mysterious treasure might be for... actually, it might be for the Mismagius. And it will be. But there is a Dusk Stone. Alright. So, this is a good option with Revenge, actually, because you can then activate your Revenge and hit for 120 with just a single energy card and counter gain, for example, or maybe Karate Belt. So, Karate Belt would be a little bit better in this case. Alright, other than that... I'm just gonna sleep my opponent. I decided to put another Shramish on the bench. Next turn I will be knocked out anyways. I mean, this Ditto will be knocked out. So, is there anything that I can get with the Custom Catcher play? Just another Breloom that can be substituted into the Mareep. But the problem is that I already played 2 copies of that skateboard. Yes, I'm gonna leave my opponent active Pokemon asleep, so I can strike with the pre-dawn strike for 120. And that's the knockout. And I've been rewarded with the netball. Alright, good. So, with only single energy card right now, my opponent can swing back for 120. And then he can knock me back. If I can only bring back this skateboard into my hand, that would be awesome. Unfortunately, there is no option for me available to do that. So, there's the acrobike. Revenge will happen, so we are both going to be equaled by the prize cards. And I'm looking forward just to promote Mareep in the active position and to sleep. He's Marshadow and Machamp. Maybe I get lucky with the top deck, who knows. Prox Grid. Not the happiest thing in the world with the Prox Grid, but I'm gonna use it. Right now it's a good time to use that. Yeah, I can use with the Netball, for example, energy card, which I don't want to attach, but I can. Actually, why not? Let's do it. Fluffy Pillow. Maybe he won't be able to wake up, who knows. Nah, he didn't wake up. That's the good thing, because I can buy myself one more turn until I manage to somehow retreat. Well, Switch works perfect here, of course, if he stays asleep. Even if not, I can again use Fluffy Pillow and retreat. I'm just gonna need another copy of Slumbering Forest, so I can force my opponent to flip 2 times, heads on the coin flip instead of the 1, and another Marshadow and Machamp GX. So there we go with the Lily. Lily for 3. I wish I can top deck Lily, that would be a really nice thing to get. I only played 1 Drow supporter, so I really have bad luck trying to get Drow supporters. Energy is a top deck. Yeah, I will pay that retreat cost and strike for 120. Maybe I get lucky, maybe my opponent missed the wake up. So yeah, he flipped the tails once again, so that was very good call. And then again, he have 120 damage. Unfortunately, that is not enough. I need to hit 3 times with my pre-down strike in order to one-hit knockout. In order to knock out this Marshadow and Machamp, so triple attack needs to be used. But again, as long as he is asleep, I can use pre-down strike. And right now he managed to wake up, so I guess I'm gonna go with maybe Spore in this case, so I can I don't know, I think I'm just gonna actually rather retreat and use Fluffy Pillow somehow. And pass the turn, so he didn't wake up. Alright. On the other side of the field, I mean, I can always have Breloom in play, so sooner or later I can again start to use him. I didn't want to take the risk using Spore or maybe attacking with a pre-dome strike, so he didn't wake up, so that would be a really cool thing if I decided to keep. So let's go with the Cynthia. Another Mareep. Other than that, pretty much nothing else. So I'm just gonna grab myself another Breloom for the next turn, so I can be ready with it. And pass my turn. Since he's already asleep, I can't use Fluffy Pillow once again. So for the following turn, I think I'm gonna go probably with another copy of the Cynthia. I need Switch or a skateboard so badly. Other than that... Okay, there's a Pokemon Communication. Literally for nothing, just to get rid of the card from his hand. Alright. Counter Game. So another Machamp can be activated once this one falls down. So we are both equal by the prize cards, but I'm in a much better position than my opponent really is. Another Tails in the Super Scoop Up. That was really unlucky. And another Tails in the Wake Up Call. Alright, so there's the Energy as the top deck. Alright, another Cynthia. Let's see, there is a Switch. Alright, and the Slumbering Forest as well, so that's the good thing. Another pre-down strike. And right now he needs to flip 2 times heads on the coin flip. So he flipped both tails. And of course he didn't wake up. Even if he somehow switched on the bench, I can use my Mew and put 3 damage counters on the Marshadow. So there is another Super Scoop Up and another Tails. Oh my goodness. He flipped three. I think he flipped one heads on the Super Scoop. Yeah, he flipped two tails and one heads on the Super Scoop up. So at least he can remove Stadium from play. I have Lucamine, so I can recycle both of these Stadium cards. We're gonna see one Energy Switch, and as long as the Mars Shadow is asleep, I can just use my Pre-Dawn Strike and attack heavily there. I can attach energy somewhere if I want, just in case. And we're gonna see another Pre-Dawn Strike. Ooh, what was on my mind when I didn't use Evolution here? I don't know. I mean, if my opponent reset stamped me to one card, this is gonna be horrible. Literally. Acme of Heroism GX can be used. Yeah, reset stamp. I don't know what was on my mind. Oh, there we go. There's a Breloom. Okay, so it's okay. Everything worked perfect there. Alright, so it was a good call with the energy attachment to Mareep. I can have that Mareep for the retreat. I'm gonna need another Shramish on the bench as well. Alright. Oh, he decided to pass and concede, and that is the GG. And we can even take a look at our opponent deck quickly here. So he's playing Miss Magia's Marshadow deck with the Landorus. Really interesting. So that's the GG. Alright, so didn't want that coin flip. Is this a Reshizard on the other side? I would really love to play versus top tier deck with this deck just to see how good this deck really can be. Starting with the Mew, which is unfortunately not a good start, because if I don't play against something that can snipe my bench, I'm just wasting my time with the Mew in the front. But then again, it's rather good to have Mew in the front than if it needs to be knocked out turn 2, then something else. So that's for sure. And in this case, it's okay. Okay, I mean, it's still even better than the Yancy, because the Yancy have 2 retreat cost, for example. It is Reshizard. It is Reshizard. Okay, but I'm really scared about my opening hand because there's literally nothing in it. So I can't even play that Erika's Hospitality because I only have I have so many cards in my hand. So the only thing I can do is hope to find Pokemon, and I managed somehow to do that. And good thing about Psy Power Mew is that you can put. Ooh, you gotta be kidding me! All right, they actually fixed that damage placement. All right, that's pretty cool. So I managed to place very important 3 damage counters in that Reshizard, so I can double hit knockout him. That's a very important thing. Yeah, he needs energy. He needs even more energies for maybe Double Blaze, Flare Strike. No, he decided to go with a Terminator route. Alright, so which means that, yeah, I mean, I was forced to play my Slumbering Forest. Do I really want to do it at my turn 1? Not at all, but I stuck by with the Erika. I really want to see even more Pokemons on my opponent bench and in play, so I can just use it for even more cards, so I can draw more cards. There we go, 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 go. Go with the Cherish Ball. Put at least even 2 or 3 more Pokemons in play. I will really appreciate that. I will really appreciate that. No, Heatran, put him on the bench. Yeah, Explosion Jet. Unfortunately, he needs to discard 2 energies. Probably one from the Dean and probably one from the Heatran, as expected. Alright, and then poor Fungus needs to be promoted alone in the front. Okay. I think I'm gonna... if I play Among Us and if I switch, I can still custom catcher. But is this a good thing to do? No, we're gonna risk with the Spore. Maybe I get lucky. And I did. Okay, so I can potentially buy myself a turn here. And if I can buy myself a turn, that means only one thing. I can start attacking next turn, which is really good. I really like to lose in the game and during the course of the game, so it makes adrenaline rush. You know, it makes you to play a little bit better. So once during a turn, when you play this Pokemon from when he became active, okay, so yeah, he needs to switch. Yeah, I really like to lose during the game, so I can play better and then win. Because feeling is much better than when you start to winning and destroying your opponent from the turn one, literally. And yeah, we're gonna see the outrage play here. Oof, dang. So yeah, he played switch. He managed to find himself a switch, so I just lost it. Yeah, really nice top deck card. Really nice top deck cards. Maybe, but just a maybe, I get lucky there. Alright, so what we can get with the custom catcher? Oh, Tate and Liza, cool. We're gonna do that. I need Slumbering Forest so badly. There is a Tapu Fini. It is just useless card in this matchup. Well, I was literally short for one card, and that one card was a skateboard. If there was a skateboard, I could hit for 120 and things would be a little bit different. For sure. I couldn't find it. Still, my opponent needs Welder or maybe Energy to use Double Blaze GX, which is still good in this case. But other than that, that's literally it. There's another Reshizard. It looks so gorgeous. It reminds me of the Shining Charizard. I don't know why, but it really reminds on the Shining Charizard. That's a Reshiram? And is that a Gengar in the background, or whatever it is in the background? I'm not quite sure. There's a custom catcher times 2. I'm gonna lose Breloom. Okay, it's better to lose Breloom instead of the Mareep. Yeah, it's definitely better to lose Breloom instead of the Mareep. In this case, definitely. Alright, what is the top deck? A Netball. Okay, cool. I can Fluffy Pillow, that's for sure. I can put this down, this in play. And I can play my Netball. And I can grab myself an energy card. Actually, I'm not gonna go with the energy. I'm gonna go with the Shramish. And I'm gonna go with the Shramish in play. And I can risk for 1 or I can risk for 2. Or I can simply play Brock's Grit. And then use my custom catcher for 2, taking the huge risk there. Energy and another Shramish. Don't flip hands on the coin flip. There we go. I managed to maybe potentially buy myself another turn if my opponent misses switch. Because if he has switch, then the Dean can actually be used for the retreat. Or even versed, he can super scoop up. Oh, he flipped the tails on the coin flip. Alright. Slumbering Forest, Skateboard. All I'm really looking for. Another switch. Oh, to the Heatran. And then again, I'm on the beginning of the game because, again, I don't have another Mareep, which I really need. There is a John Hart. Yeah, from the beginning till the end, I'm just desperately trying to get the Drow Supporter, which I can't. I played those Erica's Hospitalities, then there was a moment with the Tate and Liza when I managed to basically do something out. Again, I need to use my Spore. It's all about... Oh, it's all about Cynthia. all about top deck Cynthia. So we need switch, skateboard, Mareep play. And of course that's just not gonna happen. So once again I'm desperately trying to sleep my opponent and he did manage to wake up. So yeah, well play, gonna say to my opponent, hit for 130. No Ultra Beast. If there was at least one Ultra Beast in play, I could potentially use my Tapu Fini into my advantage, but I didn't see it. So energy attachment, I'm gonna go with the Netball, so I can set down my Fungus. Other than that, I'm gonna use my Lusamine for the Slambring and for the Cynthia, so I can put that Slambring Forest in play. Use Fluffy Pillow, asleep he's Heatran, and pass the turn. So he didn't wake up, but the question still remains, can he find another switch? Once you manage to put Stadium in play, and once you manage to sleep your opponent, things became really, really difficult. So there is a Welder. Alright, so a couple more energies. One energy and Super Scoop Up. And he flipped another Tails. Alright. Right now he managed to wake up. That's a good thing. Oh, nice. There's another Slambring Forest. Do I really want to take the risk here, missing the option to retreat my Mareep? Well, I guess I don't want to do that. So I can use my Fluffy Pillow, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. So I'm hitting with the pre-dawn strike for 120, and he didn't wakes up, but the problem is that he only had one prize card remaining. If there was at least 2 prize cards remaining, potentially I could maybe do something out, but with one, it is just very difficult for me to come back in this game. Literally, the only thing that I can potentially try to do is to stall the game by catching his Turtonator, or maybe just by passing the turn. Okay, I can try to stall the game here. Let's try to do that. Actually, let's try to stall the game here. Maybe I can do that. 2 Super Scoop Ups to switch, and I think that that's pretty much it that he ran. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do that. Alright, so first things first, communication. For Mew. So I have something on my mind. I'm gonna try to snipe his bench. Maybe I can do that. Alright, maybe I can do that. Maybe that actually work. Oh, okay, close. Close, close. Maybe this can work. Maybe not, we shall see. That would be fantastic comeback if it's possible. It took me a little bit to realize that I can simply do that. And maybe win the game by any means. So there's a custom catcher for 1. A skateboard. Oh, he can retreat under the special condition. Well played. Well played. So yeah, I tried to do it. I tried to do it. You can't blame me for that. But at the end, it was simply not enough. So yeah, 2 games being played. 1 win, 1 defeat. 1-1 lineup to Ninetales, 2 Jirachis, 2 Turtonators. I'm wondering how many switch options my opponent played. 2 switch cards and 3 Super Scoop Ups. So if I was only able to catch potentially that Turtonator with a 3 retreat cost on the bench, I could even win this game. Wow, that would be an amazing, sensational win. Anyways, guys, once again, there's the deck list that I used in today's video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Stay tuned for more videos. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.